On and action. What up, guys? Trevor here, and welcome back to Return of GTA. It's been a long time since, I don't know, but this is Season 3's GTA thing, so let's get back. Let's check out my nightclub. This is in GTA, it's my nightclub. Yeah, it's been...
Eyes on main entrance.
My popularity's full at 40 grand in my thing. So I think we're good in the nightclub. Let me just show you guys around real quick. Let's dance
Got
real
big
quick.
junk. Look who's on the dance floor.
Okay.
Bye, buddy.
As you can see, this is the bar. There's like 100 different... It's the nightclub. Here's my office. Looks like Gay Teller's over his computer. Okay. We'll push the drink. That's the office.
You don't need to breathe down my neck, okay?
I have my storage rooms. We'll go down there later. Let's go ahead and head over to my meth lab and see how that's going.
Me and you and Tony.
Move!
That's the crew, right?
Oh, just that. I'm back. See if I can get anyone else in here. Give me a sec. Great party. Thought about this beforehand, but Garish is online, Matt's online. Maybe Austin just might be online, but he's registered off. And we're back.
Hey, boss! New security system is working a treat.
It's the nightclub.
I heard that.
What's up, Austin? Welcome to the stream.
Also a hair salon on Greenwood Boulevard.
How's it going?
Austin, you there?
Get out! That is so wrong. This world is just so hard.
Ask when I come over for dinner on Sunday.
Hang in there. I'm sick.
Austin, do you copy?
Yeah,
You there?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you barely.
How about now?
Better. Welcome to the stream.
Alright.
What I want to talk about in this stream is the Zelda timeline.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. It's coming at you.
Austin,
Aight, I'll get back to
What do you know about
work.
the Zelda timeline?
Right now I'm focusing on what I'm doing.
Okay,
This is one of those games. If I screw up, I die. And if I don't, if I'm not paying attention.
you streaming on your channel too?
No.
Okay. Thing is that my
I'm
thing.
gonna do that a little bit in a little bit though. When you're done.
Yeah, I'm going to be on for a little bit. I'm doing GT and talking about it. One thing about Jump Timeline is that Breath of the Wild. My theory is that it's in the Downfall timeline.
I heard someone say it's not, the timeline of that isn't canon. It was just something just made.
Yes, I know, but
I've heard.
My theory is that it happens 10,000 years after any other Zelda game, because the technology evolution just makes sense. There's how more technically advanced everything is now.
That's where the non-canon thing came from.
Yes, however, Breath of the Wild, if it was canon, I'd say it'd be the Downfall timeline, because if you look at all the races that are in Hyrule, and the fact, my first argument right before I get to the races that are in Hyrule, is the fact that there's no Ganondorf, just Ganon. Which means it has to be where Ganondorf is able to turn into Link.
Ganon was before Ganondorf.
Nope, Austin. Not timeline-wise. In timeline-wise, you're talking
I was
about...
thinking game-wise.
No, timeline-wise. Game-wise,
more powerful.
Ganon is more powerful, is the ultimate form of Ganondorf. And you realize in Breath of the Wild there is no Ganondorf, just Ganon, which means Ganondorf had to have transformed into Ganon and not been forced back into Ganondorf by Link defeating him in Ocarina of Time.
Right.
Which means, by that logic, it has to be Downfall timeline, because that's one thing. Plus, you fight, and then another reason is that you see the races, okay? You see Zoras, Gorons, Rito, and the Gerudo. However, if Link defeats Ganon in Ocarina of Time, you cannot have both Ritos and Zoras together, because, and according to Wind Waker, the Rito are the ancestors of the Zora, because apparently even though the war turned oceans, the Rito transformed into bird people instead of Romanian Zoras. And that means, if you go by that, that means that it's really like, it has to be Downfall time, because
sometimes they'll put things in a game, like, where it's not realistic, just because it's a fan thing, to draw in fans.
I know, but
they do that all the time.
I know, it just makes no sense to me.
One of the problems. Because a lot of times when they take a streamlined game that's known for its specific style and turn it into something like that with a lot of content they can add, they'll just add stuff.
Yeah, but the question is, that kind of makes me mad, because it's like, that really changes the whole canon aspect of the...
In Skyrim, the whole, actually what I found interesting is the one thing that isn't canon, which I bet you would never guess what it is.
No.
What is the one thing in that game, one race, that seemed completely out of place for what it was doing?
I don't know, like I said,
actually it's the Dark Brotherhood. The whole Dark Brotherhood timeline is completely non-canon. Why? It's because that Emperor Titus, is that timeline also has a butterfly flag where you can split depending on whether you kill Cicero or let him talk. If you let him talk, the Emperor does not die. And neither does anybody in the Dark Brotherhood. Second, you can kill, what's-her-face at the very beginning. But that just kills the whole purpose, and nobody probably...
So, it's kind of like Ocarina, like when Link can sit back in time, that's where the timeline splits from one timeline into three.
Right. And the whole, the Mirac thing, only 75% of that is actually canon. The whole, the Bend Will is canon, but not the part where you technically take all Mirac's power. Basically, that's similar to Ganondorf, that's what I got. Is because, just because Ganon is, he can technically, I mean, I predict they're gonna release a DLC for that game.
They already released 3 DLCs for Breath of the Wild, I think. 2 or 3.
Yeah, but they're gonna save the best for last. They always do that.
Not Nintendo. Nintendo usually they're... Not Nintendo. They
No, with MMOs, that's what's with open world games. That's a rule of thumb.
I mean, Austin, you have not yet played Breath of the Wild. I have.
I have. It's good, but don't compare it to Skyrim.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You played my copy. That's right, for a little bit.
I mean, I also played it at a few friends' houses.
You played my copy, remember?
Zelda fans, and then not just yours.
I mean, my copy. I'm still. It's just Breath of the Wild, to be honest, for me, just strayed too far from the traditional formula. The formula I'm used to.
I mean, I get the idea, but when Final Fantasy did it, they did it the right way.
Yeah.
Director got me in panic mode 24/7.
They had, like, I guess you could say it was open and you can explore more of the area you're in, but it wasn't so much that it almost completely random. I thought Breath of the Wild had some pretty random stuff in there.
Well, duh. There's a set of rocks over near Death Mountain that's shaped like a penis. For fuck's sake.
Dude, I thought the whole the puzzle thing.
The whole shrines.
Got annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. They should have just stuck with the traditional 3 dungeons, Master Sword, 5 dungeons. Instead of doing this whole 13 fucking hearts to get the Master Sword and
one thing
Bulgarian
that made the original Zelda's hard, Nintendo 64 and back, was the fact that you had to literally go back and forth through sections of the map. Like a notorious one. A game that was notorious for that was Link 2, the second Zelda game.
Yeah, the black sheep of the franchise. Yeah, I also
you had to literally, after you get that damn candle, you literally have to go back all the way at the damn back to get to the third palace. Third palace is much easier to clear out than the second one.
Death Mountain?
No, I'm talking in the second Zelda
the third
game
palace
in the
is
NES.
Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's a shit ton easier. Believe me. You get a item that's gonna actually give you a lot more points in the second palace, in the third palace.
Austin, what's your favorite Zelda dungeon and your least favorite Zelda dungeon?
As an easy wise or
just fun wise?
Well, I like the fight with I think it was the fourth or sixth. One of those two.
In which game?
The second NES game. Basically, the hard part was where you hit him, his weapon is, and basically his attack power takes half your health every swing, no matter how high your health is.
What did the boss look like? I can't remember.
Fat with a giant ass mace. After you face that.
Oh, the Moblin?
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite is currently I'd have to say, now your least favorite dungeon in the entire series.
The one with probably the one right before you go to Ganon's.
In which game?
It was so infuriating.
Which game are you talking about?
The second Zelda.
Oh, you mean the Dark Link fight?
Yeah, no, right before that. It's completely before all that. It's the second to last. I had easier times with 64 Majora's Mask than times.
Oh, Majora.
Some of the stuff you had to deal with in that game.
Well, the time limit, yes. Then there's the whole
time limit. The time limit is nothing compared to the time limit you got when you had to. If you want a game that'll screw you over with time limits, go play Back to the Future for the Nintendo.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've seen the reviews of that. Yeah.
Okay. After that, time limits don't bother you.
Okay, myself, my favorite dungeon, I would have to say... Ooh, that's kind of a tough one to think of. Maybe,
Speaking of time limits, I just heard a sound that reminded me of another game that had crazy, annoying time limits, but that added to the fun.
And then there's the... I'd say my favorite dungeon might just be, This is a tough. There's so many good ones. Maybe why?
I don't know.
Okay, I would have to say it's probably the
Social media will crucify me.
A lot of trouble was satisfying. Once you got that done.
maybe
Yeah,
the Arbiter's Ground in Twilight Princess is pretty good.
I mean, one of the things that made the water temple annoying is the aiming.
Oh, the water temple, yeah.
Don't talk much to
Any
me.
water temple is
aiming is
annoying,
what
Austin.
sucks. The aiming-
Great Bay,
the
Lake
aiming-
Bed, they're all pretty annoying.
Back the N64 controller is what was added to the difficulty of Majora's Mask.
Well, it was made for someone with 3 fucking hands, okay?
Next week. I can't be all banged
It was
up.
made with someone for specific with skills. That's that. I'm just gonna say that now.
I mean, they still made it worse. My least favorite is probably the not the Great Bay Temple, but the Zora Challenge at the end of Majora's Mask, where we're trying to get the Prestige
Oh,
Mask.
that.
It's
was
even worse
fun.
than the 3DS
If they do
version.
catch us, I'm gonna give you something to hold for me. Don't
I thought it was a. Actually, I thought that was my friend's house. He's an obsessive Zelda fan. He's the one I told you with the Triforce DS. DS. You know what I mean, right? The
Yeah,
gold one.
that's Oh, Lester.
The one that can't. Yeah. Believe me, he will rack up. He would actually.
If it isn't my creepy silent friend. How can I help? Can't handle the heat, my friend? Okay, leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
Well, thank Grant.
Twilight Princess was
Guess I owe Laszlo
one of the
Sala
hardest
now. He
ones
won't
by
stop.
far.
One of the
Damn
what?
it. Well, let's go see what
One of
this
the
Studio
hardest
Los
ones.
Santos is all about.
Especially
It
the
is, yeah,
Red
and I marathoned it.
I can't
Well, the thing
believe
is that
you
with
get
the
arrested
Twilight
for
Princess on the
not
Wii U
paying
version,
taxes. I tied 10%
the final
to
battle, you have to
Wii
just
Wii
keep
U is
mashing
the Wii
A.
U, you can
Cops
see
only arrest me
everything.
because they hate my lifeguard show.
The
Cops
damn
are all
screen was so
wannabe
damn
actors, you know.
small.
On what?
Did you ever hear
The
that
damn
Mason
screen
Nine?
was so damn
This
small.
place is
On
about
what
to
game?
put on the map.
The Twilight Princess.
Hey, I really appreciate
On
the
the-
whole thing with
on
the
the
cops.
Wii
That
U?
didn't help.
Keep it on
No.
the DL,
Twilight Princess was
huh?
not
But it
on
was
handheld
made
at
for
all.
the Game Boy Advance. What?
That was Twilight Princess. Austin, that's completely wrong. Twilight Princess is only for GameCube, Wii, and Wii U.
I was taking GameCube, I think.
The GameCube version.
Yeah, that was hard.
It's the
Oh,
same
that
game
was
on
annoying.
Wii and Wii on GameCube
I know,
and
but
Wii
they
U. Same game.
actually, if you've played it, you can tell they sugarcoat a lot of games on the Wii U.
Well,
They do.
they did. Yeah,
You
the
can
Wii U's dead now,
tell.
but yeah, they
No,
like the
just
Wind
ask
Waker.
anybody.
Like, I mean, in the Wind Waker, they cut the Triforce half. Instead of having 16 shards, they only had 8. In the I mean,
That was
I
an
can tell
easy
there was a
game.
difference between the Wii version Twilight Princess and
I want
the
to hear everybody give it up. Give me
and
some
the
whoop,
Wii U
whoop.
version.
It's the one
and-
and only.
between the Wii version and
Jimmy
Wii U version,
Boston on the
everything-
floor.
The Wii version Twilight Princess was a lot
GameCube
harder.
was much harder. They didn't sugarcoat games with
You know
that.
what I say? One thing, Skyward Sword though, I'm never gonna be able to beat that because the controls are so bad.
Don't even bother. Who the fuck cares about motion controls?
I mean, they're good if they're used correctly.
Yeah.
Like, Twilight
Not a game
Princess
like
motion controls
that.
on the Wii were perfect. Skyward Sword, on the other hand, you look like a complete idiot playing it.
That was one of the reasons Twilight Princess was easier, is because of the motion controls were made well. But on GameCube, different story.
Well, the Wii U went back to the GameCube style controls.
Yeah. But it definitely, from what I played, it definitely did not have the difficulty. Twilight Princess with GameCube,
And the Wii. The
times-
Wii version and GameCube version are the same, or have the same difficulty, because I've played them all.
No, you do know that they make actually mod games they send to the U.S. compared to the ones they actually release.
Yeah,
in Japan,
I know.
right?
The ones we get
You
in
do
the
know
US
that.
are usually easier compared to.
I've actually played Japanese release Zelda games, and let me tell you, whatever
I know
you've
the
seen,
Japanese games are usually harder, but that's because I can't read Japanese, so I wouldn't be able to follow.
No,
anything.
that's not why. It's because they actually amp the hit.
I know.
The attacks.
I know, and
I've
you can
beaten-
play that if you
I've beaten that.
if you put the Ganondorf amiibo
Majora's
on your
Mask.
Wii U in Twilight Princess, you can actually play with that difficulty.
That's not the difficulty. That's actually still not the difficulty. Dude, what do you think? What do you think Dark Souls is?
I know
Believe me,
Dark
there's
Souls
a
is
shit
very
ton.
hard.
Yes, and that still isn't the Japanese version. You know, it's only a hard game until you've played the Japanese version. And I've seen the skills of a Japanese gamer on things like Monster Hunter. They don't screw around. Although I'd probably wreck them if we're doing co-op, if we're doing PvP or something. Halo, I know for a fact I'd wreck them.
I mean, I know you hate Wind Waker because of the art style.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Actually, Wind Waker, it's actually holds up very well. Its art style may be a little cartoony, but
I hated that. It's insulting what we were going forward with.
I
It's
know
like-
that's what most people say.
It's like Pegasus had a duel with Link before that game. The only card.
I know, but Toon Link.
It should be a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Should be a Yu-Gi-Oh card in Pegasus's deck.
That is Toon Zelda. I mean, it's just
Every
the
card
art
he did
style
that to.
just.
Basically,
It
every card he
aged,
did that
it's
to
aged
was
very
to
well,
make people mad. Basically, every card he did that to was to make people mad. Therefore, that is the logic of the people that most likely made made Wind Waker. I feel like Pegasus has something to do with making that game.
But
The only character I don't have any hard feelings against is Toon Dark Magician, because she's cute as hell. Gemini Elf, on the other hand, looks like she's about to rape you and then kill you afterwards. Seriously, I feel like Nintendo people are smoking stuff every couple of years.
they come up with something.
But no, they smoke something before they make something every couple of years. That was splitting quite a bit.
Oh,
Like
There's
Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon is one of those things that happens every 1,000 years, where the guy creating Pokemon has a hernia.
I don't know. I actually like Sun and Moon, but
Not that style. You gotta be kidding me if you like that art style.
it just. Oh, you mean the anime?
Yeah, and the whole.
Oh, I thought you meant the games. Yeah, the anime. Yeah,
the game is crap too.
That's
While the
not
game
Ash.
is
That is
terrible.
trash.
That art style, that game is trash too. I'm sorry.
The game,
Pokemon in
no.
there-
The game is actually
The
very
Pokemon
good.
are way too OP.
Which
And that's
which
not.
Pokemon?
I feel like they only did that to cover their tracks of how bad a game that actually is.
What?
If you're gonna tell me that's better than when Pokemon was at its prime, you gotta be joking.
Well, I mean, they changed the formula up.
That formula was terrible. If they were gonna do that, they should have just did that when they made the second or third generation.
I
Because that was
mean,
basically what happened.
I mean,
Orange Islands, come on. If
Well-
someone thinks that formula is brand new, They're definitely new to this. They're definitely new to this series.
Well, it's new for the game series, not for the
There's-
anime.
One thing I liked is they gave you an option whether to fight gym battles or do Pokemon contest. That's what they should have did with this.
Wow.
Because if you want to kill Pokemon, this is probably the way to do it. Also, I won't lie, the legendaries are super lame.
Which ones? Solgaleo and
The
Lunala?
new ones. The new ones.
That's what I mean.
You should know that every generation, one of the best things about that new generation are the new legendaries.
That's true. That is so true.
And this definitely. I'm sorry, you went from Zekrom, Reshiram, X to this.
Xerneas, Singatron 2, Solgaleo and Lunala.
That
Well,
looks like a wooden
But
mask.
this is
I could
also the
break
first
with my
legendaries
fist.
that have evolved from Cosmog, and so
Yeah. And Arceus, I'm sorry, but freaking Lugia with body. Those guys in in live action in a live action battle. Not in just the battle, but quality too.
I'm like,
When you talk about a Pokemon fight, you also have to look at that Pokemon's feats in the manga and the show.
yes,
Feats
but
can also have a lot to do with the actual battle,
that is true. Same thing with Nature's, and
which is why if Mewtwo were to fight Arceus, Mewtwo's intelligence would play a giant factor.
well, it also depends on what plate Arceus is holding and what type he is in that moment.
But Mewtwo is the type that he likes to. Once he has a plan to beat his opponent, he almost always does. His creator was no match for his creation. Hell, when he fought Genesect, 10 Pokemon with crazy power, and he had type disadvantage, and he destroyed them. With Mewtwo, I don't think he knows what type disadvantage is.
Well, if he was attacked by a dark type, like Darkrai probably create Mewtwo, just type advantage.
No, he
wise.
wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Mewtwo's way too fast. His speed would just
Mewtwo
outright
doesn't have that good of a
mess-
speed stat, Austin.
No, I said live action battle and movie feats as well as feats. With feats, especially with speed, that was light speed. You know that has actually been confirmed to be light
Darkrai
speed,
can
right?
fucking teleport, Austin. If you wanna go by
Light
that
speed?
logic.
I know. That doesn't mean anything to Mewtwo. Mewtwo can also teleport.
That's true. I just
Game things like that don't affect death battles. Unless we're talking story itself, then it has nothing to do with it. Game battles are about the same as plot armor. You're looking at a well-rehearsed debater, Trevor. Mewtwo is actually considered above the entire Dragon Ball universe because of his hacks.
the ability to does have the ability to put Mewtwo to sleep. So
Yeah, but it depends if Mewtwo sees it coming. Don't forget he's psychic.
true. He's a psychic type.
I mean, if Mewtwo sees, then he's gonna have a countermeasure. Mewtwo's like the Batman of Pokemon. He always has a plan before he does anything.
Moving on to something else. Let's talk about the new Smash game. Smash Ultimate.
Putting who was it I saw there?
Simon Belmont.
I know the rumor is they're also
They're also what?
They mentioned something else, but I forgot what it was.
Everyone is returning from the old games, from every single place everyone plays, plus Simon Belmont, I think.
Soul Calibur is returning as well, if we're talking about. They haven't released any special guests, so we're still waiting on that. I have theories, but I highly doubt it.
I just, Smash Bros. I'm just like, that's gonna be big. Pokemon Let's Go for the Switch. I
No.
think that's just gonna be too easy, to be honest.
Like, the games that people are looking for right now, that are gonna be giant, are quite a few of them for Xbox and PS4.
Yes, it's gonna be you.
There's so many. There's a huge ass rap sheet right now. Not to mention Fallout, which yeah.
Yeah, Fallout
if
76.
done right,
yeah,
will
Elder
just
Scrolls 6.
outright massacre its competition. Plus, they're making a game I'm looking forward to, they're continuing the Metro series, which, if you don't know what that is let's just put Fallout in Soviet Russia and make it 3 times scarier.
I mean, there's also Destiny 2's second year DLC, The Forsaken, coming out.
Yep. Battlefield looks phenomenal.
Battlefield 5.
Call of Duty's not gonna last. If that don't have a campaign, it's screwed.
Let's see. Spyro Reignited.
I'm looking forward to that. They're remaking they're another big headline. It's not a game, but they're resurrecting Yu Yu Hakusho, which should be quite good. And they're also continuing Bleach next year, which is big news for the HST. You know what that stands for, right?
What?
Only Shonen Trinity.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out real soon, I think.
About freaking time. And also, thinking of about freaking time, Ace Combat is returning. And it's actually a canon in the timeline game. And not stupid Zero.
There's a whole bunch of stuff coming out.
Yeah. Of course, the Venom movie. And Disney has nothing to do with it. So all you little kids, go back to watching. Go back to watching Last Jedi.
I mean, I got God of War. I gotta start.
I hate to admit it, but Kingdom Hearts is also coming out.
Wait! Kingdom Hearts? What? You said something good about Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said you. I mean, you hate Kingdom Hearts.
I hate it, but it's definitely good knowing that knowing its pattern. Don't forget, I'm knee deep in the anime community, so I'll know about those more than most people. Of course, they're actually completely remaking Devil May Cry. First and second, I don't know, first and second at least.
I don't think what else is coming out. There's a whole bunch coming out. My supplies, bitch.
Oh yeah, there's also a new what was that kid with the four horsemen? Darksiders, that's it.
Looks like we're also coming at this fall.
Dragon Ball movie's coming out next year.
Yeah.
We all know where Carl's gonna be.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make fun of him. That Raleigh's no match for the Seiya universe. Carl's just like any other GB fan. Loves it when Goku wins, hates it when he doesn't. And also, no offense, but cancer when you're telling it when you prove it when you're debunking them when they think Goku can win.
Bye, bitch. Okay, here we go. Okay, driving. Okay, how about those Cardinals lately though, Austin?
Yeah.
They're on fire right now. They're playing like the Cardinals again.
Yep.
Who would you think
By
would
the
win?
way, I called the fact that Vegas was gonna lose.
Vegas?
I called that so quickly in hockey. My God, I called that. That was all on me.
Making a quick left turn here. And get my supplies back to my nightclub.
Okay, the booze is back.
Let's go check my computer real quick. We have 6 minutes left in the stream. I'm just gonna fuck around my oppressor for a little bit. Trying to fuck around with my oppressor. Whee! By the way, tomorrow the GTA, if you guys play GTA, if you're watching this, tomorrow is the launch of both the Terabyte and the Oppressor Mark II. Stay tuned for that.
Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a stream for Shadow of War, and I'm going to be showing you what perks to do and what not to waste your time on.
Wee-hoo! That was so awesome.
I gotta go to sleep.
Ow.
Night, everybody. That what the vampires bite.
Austin has left the party. Whee! Ow, dead. Shoot it down. Yeah. Ow. 2 fucking stars, great. Why they would shoot down a damn helicopter? I just shot it down. Minutes left. Let's just lose these stars. Whee! That's the loss of the stars. Well, guys, this is Trevor the Ice Mask Gang, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.